All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set. 19. So don't say nothing. To the car. Slam. Over. Roy.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Grant. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Check 26, check.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Flushed out right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A throw out wide to QT, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That's another Texan.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Watson on target here to Fuller, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Corey Grant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. 10. Check 50. Check 50. Slam.
Locke now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary.
SOS. You draw Corkins. Hey, Delta. 41's the mic. Check 41. Leo. Heavy on the edges. Check.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach his oratorical skills were on point.
Second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Watson off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
He's got a man, complete. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. This is Riddick on the screen. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw it is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. 54. Mike 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Kill. Hit it.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He may try and run for this. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
JoJo Nixon on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Check, go back. We got motion, back up.
On 1st down, Grant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
The 17-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mike 45. I'm coming. 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That Stills bringing it in. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
6-6, pull it high. Check right. Watch 55. I got him. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch it. Hey, Sam off. Watch it, dude.
They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Coming to you.
It's complete. Stills. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On the play. That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Shit. Hey, 24. 31, check 31. Watch out. Let's go.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Haywood. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want... Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 48-yard line.
Watch twits. Charlie, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Now to the air. Locke letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Watson's pass complete to Kenny Stills. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
.45. Mike, 45. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On third down, Grant. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
First and 10 at the 40.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Fuller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Out of the gun, Watson. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Watch the safety.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
15-1. 15-1. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. Hey, lock it. We got double up. Hey, exit. Switch. Stick down.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Watching you guys. Come on. You better bring it. Check. Crunch. Check. Lucky. Rock it. Check the five.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
1st down, Denver.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
55, hey, orbit. Rabbit. Wide. Get wide. Watch the edge. Shoot! Gone! He's coming! Double up! He's coming! Double up!
Lock gonna throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whitney merciless in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Alpha. 55. Hey, eat. Bandit. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, what?
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 42-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throwing now, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson going for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, man, watch the boot, 61, matchbox, lights. Twist. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Check pass. Check three. Watch the twist. Run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.